Why does one watch pornography? To relieve stress? To relieve tension? What is it about porn that makes it so enjoyable? Well, it's the fact that it's easily accessible. It's the fact that it's a distorted version of sex, and the fact that you can have sex with any, it's like a buffet of sorts. A buffet of any girl that you click on will not reject you. And again, I don't want to bash porn, okay? I don't want to bash porn. But ask yourself, when was the last time you had real life sex? And if you have had real life sex, when was the last time you were able to really enjoy sex without the fear of not being able to get hard or stay hard? Because from my personal experience, right, when I was a heavy watcher of porn, I realized that I started having some issues coming when I wanted to come. So it would take like an extreme amount of like force or like, getting into the business of sex before I even came or reached a point of climax. It's because I have been so desensitized to sex in the first place.
3 weeks later, many months later.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
And I realized, right, that in order for me to really enjoy sex with the actual girl I was with, or the girl I was talking, or girls in general that I was getting to the point of sex with, I indirectly, I noticed that I had to go on a quote-unquote like porn fast, like not watch porn for a couple days before I meet these girls or before I met up with a girl, because I knew like, I actually don't feel as hard, or I don't enjoy it as much. Like even just subconsciously, I realized that before I meet, because if I hang out with a girl, it'll lead towards a sexual type of thing, a sexual type of situation, and I realized that I would innately go a couple days, 3 or 4 days before I meet the girl and not watch any type of porn, because I knew I didn't want to have issues performing in bed. And that is something that maybe you can relate with, or you can speak on from your own personal experience. And the inability to perform in bed or really enjoy it to a level that you want to enjoy it. Because you have to understand, right? Once you get used to a certain level of pornographic content, you start needing more and more higher doses of it to get the same effect. One-on-one, man and woman was good. Now you need to watch a man and a girl. Man and woman was good. Now you need to watch a man and 2 girls, or a threesome, or a man and 3 girls, or a gangbang session of multiple people at the same time having sex. Or you need to watch one girl getting smashed by 1 or 2 or 3 or however many guys, a whole train choo-choo, a whole train choo-choo. On that girl for you to get off. I'll probably insert it, even a clip of one person, another video that I made. He was saying that it got to the point where he needed to watch she-male porn to get off.
It from your life, and that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm tired of masturbating to porn and I don't want to do it anymore. It really hurt my feelings and it hurt my soul. The porn has taken over my life and messed up my brain, messed up my mentality, messed up everything about my spirit. Now it's to the point where I jack off to she-male porn. I mean, you was looking at porn since you was 12 years old. Now you're 26. You think you won't upgrade to something higher? I mean, it's just like marijuana. When you smoke weed, when you smoke marijuana, your brain get used to it. Regular weed doesn't get you high anymore, so you upgrade and you boost to something more strong, something more potent. And it's the same thing with pornography. You boost it up to something more drastic, something more dramatic. You might get into bestiality porn. You might get into BSDM or however you spell it. You might get into any other category of type of porn there is. Unconsciously, because regular porn don't turn you on anymore. And that's the position where I'm at now.
Think about that. She-male porn. And if you and I, you probably don't want, in real life, you probably don't want to deal with a girl that has female features with that male feature down there. So I'm not trying to like tell you to necessarily stop watching porn. What I'm telling you is to ask yourself, how is porn helping your life in any manner? To be honest, I probably spent half a year overall in my entire life watching porn. Think about all the time, you know how we say we waste time on social media? Think about the time you're wasting on watching porn. And ask yourself, how is it affecting my dating life? Because think about it, right? Especially me, right? When I was trying to get better at talking to girls, when you go up and approach a girl or DM a girl on Instagram or Twitter or social media, whatever it is, right? Not every girl is gonna vibe with you. Not every girl is gonna be receptive to your romantic advances or whatever it is, right?
Come on, I heard it all before. That's a curve. Just a friend. That's a curve. Like a bro. That's a curve. It depends. That's a curve. I'll let you know. That's a curve. No reply. That's a curve. I'ma try. That's a curve. I just seen your text. Come on, don't be fooled.
But on porn, no girl is saying no to you. All of them are calling you daddy, zaddy, papi, and you feel wanted, you know? You feel wanted. You feel like, okay, all these girls in real life, they don't like me, they're rejecting me left and right. Maybe you had a point where, you were having a lot of success with girls, but then, as with anything, there's cycles. Now maybe you're having a period where you're not having a lot of success with girls. And you're like, yo, why am I even talking to these girls? I'm gonna just stick to porn. These girls are not gonna reject me. These girls are filling my fantasy. What benefit do I need to talk to an actual girl, pretty much? Some people might think that. And I'm gonna tell you that nothing beats real life actual sex. And the point of it is like, there's a level of achievement you feel when you have the confidence to approach the girl. You have the confidence to exchange numbers, confidence to go on a date, yes, make out, and at least the sex. That's why it feels so gratifying, especially as men, when we do have sex, because you understand all the BS that you have to go through as a man before sometimes you can't even get with a woman, especially if you're not famous or whatever, right? Like artists, typically, if you're a famous actor, a famous rapper, whatever it is, girls come to you. But that's the only case where you see girls approaching men.
When I'm feeling lonely, sad as I can be, all by myself in uncharted island in an endless sea.
Let's get the whale food.
Hey, for real.
You too, for real.
I think the same for free.
Damn, I like your accent.
Oh, thank you. I'm from Australia.
In your day-to-day life, girls don't approach men like that, in that forward manner, right? So, what level of self-mastery or what level of self-development do you go through before you watch porn and experience artificial sex, right? You're not doing anything to get access, right? But when you actually go out there go to the club or you go to your day-to-day life, you approach that girl in the library, that girl in your class, and it leads to sex or whatever or relationship, it's a more gratifying feeling than just clicking one tab, bam, 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 and having the porn, the sexual position, the specific scenario be at your own beck and call. So I just want you to understand, like, reflect on what positives is porn bringing into your life and what negatives is it bringing into your life as well. Because once you start watching porn consistently, it can get to the point where you start experiencing erectile dysfunction, which is your inability to get hard or stay hard. So how do you know if porn can cause erectile dysfunction? It starts getting to the point where you can get hard to porn, like you rock solid, the man is rock solid, a full rocket, a full bullet, but like in person it's like kind of soft, or no matter how, like even regular sex, right? You can have your off days here and there, but if it's consistent off days, consistent inability to handle your business in the bedroom, you gotta check yourself. I'm not sure what level of dating or whatever it is you are at, but I just want you to understand that there's help. I have a whole mini course, full mini series that walks you through step by step how you can go about creating your addiction to porn. It's a free mini course, free mini series that walks you through why it's so hard, despite the fact that you constantly try, and why you relapse, and especially like what you should do when those cravings and desires to come arise, right? Because once you quit, if you try quitting porn, you realize that oftentimes it doesn't just like go away just like that. There's this like innate desire, like, oh yo, I'm not having regular sex on a daily basis or whatever it is, but like, let's watch porn. And you don't want to do that, but you keep suppressing that emotion, that desire. It's not about suppressing it, it's about being with that desire. It's about acknowledging it, meditating with it, like essentially like being present with that emotion and letting it pass. Because usually most cravings, most like urges, they don't last more than 5 minutes. If you can gradually build that self-discipline of maybe the first craving you're able to get past it, the second craving hits, you fail, or you not fail, but like you are unable to get past it. But in the next day or next couple times, you pass that first craving, then you pass that second craving, but then the third time you give in. But it's all about building that self-discipline muscle. It's like a muscle, anything, right? The gym, going to the gym, gradually build that muscle of like your pecs, your arms, whatever. And just like that, you have to gradually build that self-confidence muscle to work in your favor. But yo, that's just my take. I give a little bit more personal experience plus some factual information about the topic. So if you want to finally go through the path of sobriety and no longer beating your manhood, definitely check out my mini course and mini series for a proven guided step-by-step path to sobriety. Alright bro, that's all my spiel, that's my speech. Hopefully this resonated with you. As always remember, if it doesn't feed you, don't water it. Whatever it is, people, environment, situations, circumstances, if it's not nurturing you and making you better, cut it off. What you're watching, what you're listening, what you're eating is not nurturing you, cut that bit off. I found. Deuces.